Hello, and welcome to Tantrum House Studio Awesome. I'm Katie.
And I'm Ryan, and today we're going to look at Stygian Society from Advanced Primate Entertainment.
Stygian Society is a cooperative game for 1 to 4 players.
In it, players take on the role of 4 different adventurers working together to fight through floor by floor to the top of a tower and eventually defeat an evil wizard.
Hopefully.
Let's take a look at some of the components.
What we're looking at today are prototype components and may change for the final game.
The most important component of the game is definitely the tower. Throughout the game, players will have abilities that will call on them to place cubes in the tower, and they'll place them in the top, but as they fall through the tower, there's a grid inside that prevents some of them from coming out. So, they only resolve whatever cubes actually make it to the floor.
Each player gets a character card. Those characters have different abilities and also their own unique deck of cards that gives them more unique abilities throughout the game.
On each player's turn, they get to choose one action to take. They will then collect the cubes that correspond to that action, as well as a number of peril cubes, and place all of them in the tower at the same time.
On each floor of the tower, there's a different set of cards that come out that will tell you what enemies you're fighting, what order they go in, and what abilities they might have. You also have to worry about any of the cubes of their color that may come out, because that will trigger that card's special ability. You will then have to do whatever that card says. Usually those are pretty nasty for the heroes.
Besides the basic floors, you will also have to fight a mini-boss on the mid-level floor, and when you get up to the very top floor, you'll have to fight one of the wizards. These bosses are super tough and usually have a ton of abilities that will be triggered by their cubes.
As the players progress through the game, they also get extra abilities when they get enough experience points to level up. Those abilities give them new attacks and other types of abilities. These will be used to face down some of those hefty monsters. Also, sometimes when you defeat a monster or a level, you will get some treasure cards, and these are great bonuses to add to our heroes because they'll be needing them when they get to the top.
The monsters have their own tricks and may inflict status effects on you, which will definitely hurt you moving forward. You'll want to work to remove these as quickly as possible.
So Stygian Society has some neat things. I really enjoyed the part where you get to choose these different characters to play, which some of them are really kind of unique, like classes or whatever. But I like that there was also something you didn't get a choice in, and that was your starting card. The power may or may not be helpful right off the bat. And I also like that you did have a choice after that you could choose from the cards you knew about. Like you can look at it and choose from the same level, or you could take a random card from the next level. I thought that was pretty interesting.
I liked the randomness of the cubes falling out of the tower. I felt like it being more random helped give more agency to each of the individual players that are playing. So they all have to work together and definitely try to coordinate their abilities. It decreases the chance of somebody coming in and just quarterbacking the whole thing and playing for everybody.
Because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's so random. It's up to that individual player what they're going to do on their turn and try to contribute. I also really liked the wizard at the end and the mini-boss in the middle, the mid-level boss. Those both had interesting effects to it. The wizard at the end was definitely very hard to attack, the one that we played, and I could see it going either way if we hadn't built our engines up effectively and worked together to feed each other the right cubes at the right time, I don't think we would have survived. And that's definitely what you want in a cooperative game, is to have it be the right level of difficulty that the game can compete against the players. So this does a fairly good job. We did play one game where we were like just chugging right through, and we died at that mid-level boss. So it's good to have a game that, you know, balances its difficulty and fun level. If this sounds interesting to you, definitely check out Stygian Society on Kickstarter soon.
Check out Stygian?
Yeah. Alright. I'll just...
Stygian?
Yeah.
Stygian?
So, Stygian Society.
Stygian? Does that mean something?
Yeah, it's like, the river Styx.
Oh. Oh. Huh.